Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Ash Vice. Today, I'll be talking on the topic of addictions. I currently have up what an addiction is and the top 10 addictions, because there is a bunch of them. So I'll begin by going for the definition, or what is known as addictions. Addiction is a chronic condition that can affect many aspects of your life, including your physical and mental health, relationships, and career. There are two main forms of addiction: substance use disorders and behavioral addictions. Addiction is treatable, but it's crucial to seek help as soon as possible. And I'll move on to the top 10 addictions I have here, with number 1 being nicotine. Nicotine addiction is perhaps one of the most typical and pervasive addictions known to be hard to break. Nicotine is a substance present in tobacco in the form of cigarettes, cigars, electronic cigarettes, and other vaping tools. This is because it has a high rate of absorption to the brain, hence providing dopamine that causes pleasure, thus becoming addictive. According to the World Health Organization, nicotine/tobacco is responsible for the death of over 8 million people each year. Currently, 3 billion people across the globe are using tobacco products, among them 1 billion being addicted to nicotine. This is due to several reasons and influences, such as the chemical changes in the brain which make nicotine dependent, cultural norms, and pressure from friends and colleagues. The impact on your health is that this substance is hazardous for human health, obviously, and some people can be addicted. They remain a leading cause of lung cancer, heart disease, strokes, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. Moreover, secondhand smoke is not safe for other people because it can result in respiratory diseases and heart complications, among others. Nicotine is consumed in various forms, including cigarettes, cigars, chewing tobacco, and vaping devices, also known as e-cigarettes. The methods for quitting can be nicotine replacement therapies, NRTs. These include patches, gum, lozenges, and nasal sprays. Prescription medications, nicotine preparations like bupropion, Zyban, and varenicline, Chantix. I apologize if I'm saying that wrong, but they can help alleviate cravings. The last one is behavioral support. It is also helpful to get counseling or take part in support groups where emotional and psychological support can be offered. Second is alcohol. Alcohol dependency, or alcohol use disorder, is an illness that is witnessed in millions of people anywhere in the world. It is a human behavior that results from certain psychological and genetic and some social factors, as it leads to severe health and social issues. The National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, NIAAA, states that in the United States, approximately 14 out of surveyed people, 1 million adults were found to have AUD. in 2019. The reasons for the addiction of alcohol can be genetic predisposition. Alcoholism can run in the family. The second one being psychological factors, which is essentially saying stress, trauma, or just mental health disorders can make you addicted to it as a way of coping. And the last is social influences. There's certain cultural practices and peer pressure that can also influence it. Alcohol addiction can lead to liver disease, cardiovascular problems, and social issues. The signs of alcohol addiction include increased tolerance to alcohol, binge drinking and/or consuming alcohol in solitude, or feeling the signs of withdrawal when one does not take alcohol. Treatment often involves a combination of rehab programs, support groups, or just counseling. The third is drugs. There's illegal drugs and prescription. Illegal being heroin, cocaine, methamphetamines, and marijuana. Prescription being opioids and benzodiazepines. Again, I'm sorry if I say them wrong. Drug addiction can result from prescription misuse, recreational use, and social environmental factors. The impact on your physical and mental health, well, your physical health can have increased toxicity, acquired infections, end organ dysfunction. The mental health problems can be the manifestations of the developed disorder, might include anxiety, depression, as well as psychosis. Next is caffeine. Caffeine is legal and found in beverages such as coffee, tea, energy drinks, and even in certain medications. In moderate amount, wine is beneficial, but when it is overdone, it becomes addictive. The effects on your body can be an energy boost, having dependence, so a disadvantage leading to tolerance and dependence when taken frequently, and withdrawal symptoms, headaches, excessive fatigue, increased irritability, and poor concentration. The health implications are insomnia, heart issues, and digestive problems. The ways of cutting down are gradual reduction, switching to decaf, staying hydrated, and healthy alternatives. Fifth on the list is gambling. There's gambling in casinos, gambling online, or from the lottery. It's essentially thrill-seeking. It leads you in financial desperation, too. Cognitive biases can also be reasons. The impacts are financial ruin, so going into a lot of debt. A relationship strain, so an interpersonal fight with family and friends. And mental health issues like anxiety, depression, and stress, the most common. 6 is an addiction to the internet and social media. The reasons for this might be a dopamine release, social validation, or escapism. The effects on the mental health from excessive use can be anxiety and depression, social isolation, or sleep problems. Your productivity, you'll be losing interest in what's important, as well as being less productive, while your relationships can fade. To reduce the screen time, try setting boundaries, or doing a digital detox, or just engaging in offline activities. Number 7 is food. The types of food addictions can be sugar and fast food. It can be emotional eating or brain chemistry reasoning. But this leads to obesity, diabetes, type 2, definitely, and heart disease. Number 8 is shopping. It can be driven by emotional gratification or compulsive behavior, but it leads you to having debt and relationship strain. To control it, you should budget, try to avoid triggers, and seek support. Number 9 is addiction to work. Can result from cultural values or personal validation. The way to maybe fix this, to try and balance both work and personal life, are time management, delegating tasks, and seeking support. The last one, number 10, is video games. Humans of all ages come under the influence of video game addiction, where they turn to video games to escape reality. It's essentially all the same methods of the addiction to social media is. And to maintain a healthy lifestyle, consider setting time limits, taking breaks, or engaging in other activities. Anyway, that is all we have time for today. I apologize for going fast. I'll try to keep every episode under 15 minutes, but I prefer trying to end it before 10. So I apologize for going fast with that. But addiction is a very harmful thing. If you are addicted to something, you should get some help with it, if you can. If you can, then you should try and control it yourself. The only way to beat a monster is to know what the monster is. And say your monster can be the inner demons of addiction. If you know them and you know how to fix them, all you have to do is fight against it until you win. You are technically respawning against it. It is hard, I admit. But yes, I apologize if I missed anything, said things wrong, or if most of this is just wrong in general. But yes. I hope you all have a good day, night, or evening, and I'll see you all in the next episode. So, fly high. I'll talk to you later.